Hey everyone, real quick, I want to sponsor today's video being Buy Optimizers. So getting a good sleep is very important, whether it be for fighting fatigue, minimalizing stress, etc. And an effective mineral for optimizing your sleep is magnesium. So here I'm using the product Magnesium Breakthrough. I tried it out for the last little bit and I really do think my sleeps have actually been deeper, and I think I actually get to sleep a little longer. So Magnesium Breakthrough actually has 7 different forms of magnesium to optimize absorption, to ensure that you're not just taking the magnesium and peeing it away, your body is really absorbing it so you can use it. So if you're looking for a highly bioavailable magnesium supplement, you're looking to help improve your sleep, get better rested, which would ultimately lead to better cognitive performance throughout the day, grab yourself a bottle today using that code JOEL20 to get 20% off your order, and go visit magnesiumbreakthrough.com/Joel today.
Hey everyone, welcome to this video where today we're here at the Golden Corral, and this is a Golden Corral which was just outside of Detroit actually. So just outside of Detroit here at the Golden Corral. So I really like the Golden Corral. If you're not familiar, the Golden Corral I think is one of the meccas of America. Yes, that's correct, the Golden Corral. No, let's be honest, you know, the Golden Corral, I love the place, but there are times where it's a lot better than others, and some locations are a lot better than others. The Golden Corral, if you're there when it's busy, when the food is fresh, especially at like some of the newer or like bigger locations, or again just certain locations in general, it can be really good. But admittingly, there are times when it's not that great. Here at this location, we were here kind of I don't know, maybe around 5 o'clock, something like that, 4 or 5 o'clock, and things were busy. Food was coming out fresh. It was good. So to start, I kind of had some pot roast there. I do like the pot roast. I also always go with the steamed broccoli, some of the cooked vegetables, ones that were in the pot roast in this case, such as like the carrots, there was celery, etc., etc. The pot roast, in my opinion, is definitely a must-try item at the Corral. If you've never been, or if you've never had the pot roast at the Golden Corral, I definitely recommend giving it a go. It is definitely a one that I regularly get and generally is very good. Here I had some of their ribs. I've had, like a lot of the places I find Golden Corral, they do the ribs very differently. While most items seem pretty standard, like the pot roast is generally pretty standard, although again, there's been a couple times where I've had some differences. I find the ribs vary drastically. Sometimes they're sauced, sometimes they're not sauced. I've been places where they were smoked, a lot of places they weren't smoked. These ones were sauced and not smoked, and they were solid, they were good. No complaints, nothing like, not gonna write home about it. But I wasn't disappointed about eating, the 2 that I had. Next we had the fried chicken. Fried chicken again is another, what in my opinion, must try, or one of the better items at the Corral. Generally I find it is coming out fresh, at least whenever I'm there, and it is a good fried chicken. And the fact that you can have all you can eat fried chicken, I love it. I really like fried chicken, and this is really good. I always generally go with a breast. I do love breasts, I will say. Chicken breasts, of course, and then I like thighs. Thighs are very good as well. Chicken thighs, that is. Don't know why people would conceive that I'm talking about anything else but pieces of chicken, but a nice, big, juicy breast, in this case, was very delectable. I love ketchup and hot sauce mixed as well. That is my absolute favorite. And yes, I eat ketchup on fried chicken. I think it adds to it, and especially with some hot sauce. Ketchup and hot sauce mixture, which I will make here in a bit, and I generally make. I love it. It's like gives you sweetness, it gives you lots of saltiness, it gives you just a little bit of heat, a little bit of tang. I love it. Love that combo. If you never tried a ketchup hot sauce mix, I would definitely recommend trying it. At the Golden Corral, generally standardly they have a Texas Pete, and then some locations actually have a Tabasco sauce as well, although I find these are fewer and far in between, and generally something you have to ask for. Whereas the Texas Pete, I think, is almost standard on a table, and if not, they're like, you'll find a table around you which has one on it. Again, in my opinion, very common, or at least like standardly had. Same as the ketchup. The ketchup is normally on the table, and it is Heinz. I do like ketchup. I do like Heinz ketchup. My second's French's, but let me know down below if you have a ketchup and hot sauce preference. My all-time favorites are Louisiana hot sauce, and then I do think I'm a Heinz ketchup, but French's is a really close second for me. Going on to our second plates, we had some catfish, which is again the third, or another kind of must-try item at the Golden Corral for myself. Again, I had some more chicken. I also got a bit of spinach. Pretty much, honestly, there's certain dressings I really like. I really like when they have a Catalina dressing. They didn't in this case. So I just put a little bit of hot sauce on it. I did have that is a dish of barbecue sauce there the guy gave me. Sometimes they have barbecue sauce in bottles at the counters, so such as you're having like the pulled pork, or maybe you're having the ribs, you want some extra sauce. Generally they have it there in a bottle. In this case they did not. But the gentleman gave me a literal dish of it, which was fine. Not that I think I asked for pulled pork, which I did have some on the plate. But yeah, that was pretty much it. So I definitely had a surplus. But again, I had some more of my steamed broccoli. I always like vegetables. When I go to a buffet, I generally eat vegetables, fruits, and meats. It's not, some people say like, why don't I eat like breads and pastas and all this stuff? It's just not my preference. It's not, while I will admit, like there are times like this is just a normal day of eating. This is kind of like, I just did one meal this day. Meaning I was not trying to eat a surplus of calories. I was not trying to eat a lot of food. I was just basically trying to hit my macros in this one meal. But I just love fruits and vegetables, and I love vegetables. They're my favorite. They're my preference. Generally, they're actually, I mean, if you want to talk getting your values worth, vegetables are, in my opinion, are a lot more expensive too than something like pasta. So yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to get your money's worth, eat vegetables and fruits and meats, which are my favorite anyway. So I just eat to my preference, to which this, again, I had some of the pulled pork. This pulled pork was not the best. Again, I've had it where it's smoked, so this was a not smoked pulled pork, and I don't really enjoy it when it's not smoked. I love it when it is smoked though. If it's smoked pulled pork, again, another must try item. I started mentioning the catfish, which I really like as well. The catfish, again, a must try item for myself. Has like a nice cornmeal kind of breading or batter, whatever you want to call it, so a nice little grit to it. Again, while they do have excellent tartar sauce here at the Golden Corral, and I would recommend trying it if you like tartar sauce, and yes, it goes well on the fish, I'm still all about that hot sauce and ketchup combo. Even just the straight hot sauce is really good. Like I said, that sweetness, that saltiness, that little bit of spice, that's definitely the way for me. So far, oh, and this was George's plates. George is getting some dessert, to which I have to shout out, if you're at the Golden Corral and you're doing dessert, the chocolate pie is really good, the coconut cream pie is good, and those are probably my two favorite desserts. So if you're ever there and they have the chocolate pie or they have the coconut cream pie, I definitely recommend giving it a go. Oh, the banana pudding is really good as well, but that's dessert. That's a whole other combo. Coming back to what we have in front of us here, again, fried chicken. Love the fried chicken. And I have my ketchup and my hot sauce combo. Again, that's just my favorite sauce. I never get sick of it. I eat it at home very regularly. I think it goes well pretty much on all things. The only thing I really don't eat that combination is like barbecue, which that's just because barbecue is amazing and I freaking love barbecue, and you shouldn't have to douse your barbecue in sauce, because if you do, there's a problem. You should be putting probably a little bit of salt or pepper or, you know, whatever. Certain types of barbecue, yes, I'll give it, you have some sauce, but when it comes to something like, you know, like this, ketchup, hot sauce, just hot sauce, whatever works. And I'm serious, I'm the type of person where when I'm eating leisurely like this, I love hot sauce. And I'm not talking like a ghost pepper or Carolina Reaper, nothing like that, but like a Texas Pete, Louisiana style hot sauce, Frank's Red Hot, whatever it be. I will literally pour the stuff straight into my mouth. I really really love hot sauce. I just love it. I love a little bit of spice. I love the saltiness. I have a very salt forward palate, and so I just love, that's just what I like. It's what I love to do. So, you know, hey, when I hit the corral, that's exactly what I'm doing, because unfortunately in public I'm not pouring straight hot sauce into my mouth, at least often. So I am trying to drink it or consume as much possible on all forms of my food. Coming back again, I have some of the vegetables from the pot roast, carrots, celery. There are potatoes in there too. Again, I generally pick out the ones I prefer, which are the more fibrous vegetables. I got another piece of fried chicken, and I got the catfish. Again, what I would recommend for buffets, if you are a buffet goer or again want to get the most value out of your buffet, and or you are somebody who's maybe, I don't want to say a little picky, but you want to ensure that you're getting an item that you enjoy, which I assume most people do, is, as you notice at the start, I had quite a bit of variety. I had small portions, quite a bit of variety. So for example, like I tried the pot roast, I tried the pot roast vegetables, I tried the pulled pork, I tried, you know, then of course I knew some of my favorites, such as like the fried chicken was coming out fresh, I knew that was going to be great. The catfish was fresh, I knew that was going to be great. But try your different little items at the start. And when you start with the little items, or start with a small portion of the little items, you're able to identify what's good and what's hot, because There are times I go to the Golden Corral or another buffet and one of my typical favorite items just isn't that great. So, you know, maybe if the fried chicken's subpar, you're going to focus more on the catfish, or maybe you're going to focus more on the pot roast, or maybe you're going to focus more on the meatloaf. Again, another, I'd say must-try item. If you've never tried at the Golden Corral, the meatloaf is often very, very good. So as you see again with my fish, I'm getting my little hot sauce and ketchup combo, and then I'm actually dumping the hot sauce directly on it. The way the catfish is bent, it kind of helps pull it in, and it's just delicious. I just love flavor. Like I said, strong flavors, lots of sodium, very like flavor-forward palate. And the stronger flavors, the better for me. Whether it's something that's a sour candy, I love very sour. If it's something that's very sweet, I love very sweet. If it's something that's supposed to be salty, I love very salty. And as per kind of the buffet recommendations, with going with what you enjoyed, going with what you identified as being good, once you identify that, stick with it. So your first go around, pick items that look like they just came out, pick items that look like they were fresh, pick items that a lot of people are, you know, taking. And even if you have to wait a couple minutes, it's definitely going to be worth it for that little bit of a wait, rather than having cold or a less than optimal item. You know, wait those couple minutes, circle around, try your couple items, and identify what's good and keep on coming back to it. You know, if there's I don't know, 50 items at a buffet, even 20 items at a buffet, and you try 10 of them, I'm sure there's going to be at least a couple you're going to enjoy. And considering that the average meal a person has probably consists of, you know, 2 or 3 items, let's say a potato, a steak, and a vegetable, you know, if there's 50 or 20 items, I'm sure you're going to be able to find at least 3 or 2 that you really like. Plus, again, then way you also got to try all the other ones. So a buffet, in my opinion, there's nothing to lose. Hopefully, as long as your buffet is half reasonable, there should be an opportunity to get something that you enjoy. Coming on to the end here, again, because I was eating normally, I was watching my calories. Yes, I do watch my calories, everybody, and I do not splurge you know, a crazy amount on my diet every single day, and especially this trip. This trip I was very much trying to watch my calories in general. What I had here was essentially some more vegetables. Now, I really like their green beans at the Golden Corral. They are cooked with like a pork, which I really enjoy. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like almost like they do their collard greens. Like it's cooked with like a ham or like a little bit of pork in it, and just kind of having that pork, although there's not a lot in it. And if you look at the nutrition facts on these green beans, it doesn't add a lot of calories having the little bit of pork in there. I find it really adds a lot of flavor, and so it's just like salty, like a little bit of like, I don't know, porky broth, green beans with a lot of salt, and very tasty. I really like the cooked green beans here at Golden Corral. Again, I would say one of the other vegetables I would recommend, or one of the other items I would say at least worth trying. I understand a lot of people don't like vegetables the way I do. I will eat straight green beans. I will eat straight like raw bell peppers. I love those things. I love everything. But my cooked vegetables here, my choices are always the green beans, and then sometimes the steamed broccoli, which we had a lot of today because it was real good. Coming on to the fruit, this was my deserted choice. Again, I was watching my calories. I had some honeydew melon and some cantaloupe. Both were really good. It is a really good season, seemingly, or like in general. I've noticed anywhere I've eaten honeydew or cantaloupe they've been really tasty and ripe. So I don't know if it's melon season, but hey, I'm good with a good pair of melons. Love some melons. Love me some, of course, by pair I mean cantaloupe and honeydew. That's all we're talking about here, the fruits in front of me. But I definitely love some melons. And these were delicious. Again, very, very good. One thing I like about both these fruits as well, they are a lower calorie fruit by weight, in the sense of they have a lot of water content. So like if you're going to compare 100 grams of grapes to 100 grams of cantaloupe, you're getting less calories, less carbohydrates in your cantaloupe compared to your same weight in grapes. Again, all fruits are great. I definitely recommend eating your fruits. Raw fruits and vegetables are definitely the best way to go, or, you know, cooked vegetables, you know, technically even potentially cooked fruits. Just make sure there's not a lot of added sugars and stuff. You know, keep it healthy, folks. I'm all about that happy, healthy, hungry lifestyle. But that's what I went for dessert today. I went for some fruit. I love fruit. I eat fruits and vegetables every day. Very much enjoyed this, and especially when it comes to, like I said, some nice melons. Gotta love them. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was me eating at a Golden Corral. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, happy eating.
Dang nabbit cat, you're gonna be down the menu next week if you don't shut up. So everybody, thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. Click my face right here to subscribe. And also I picked 2 videos. That's right, 2 videos just for you that you might like. Right here. So like I said, guys, hit that subscribe, hit one of these videos, do it right now. Until next time, have a lovely day.